Howdy. How's it going? We're back with another day of Dynamax Adventures. DA weekend. But we actually got some news today, chat. There's a new Outbreak event. And Gimme Ghoul's coming back, so that's cool. Let's see, yesterday... We had some good runs yesterday. We had some good runs. I did get a shiny. But it was a dupe. Another Drapion. Whoa, Scorpion be upon thee. But, you know, a shiny is still a shiny, so... They ought to give... You know what, Drapion? You deserve a Mega or a Form or something, my friend. You really do. You don't get enough recognition. Yeah, we'll get started in just a second. Yeah, there's been a few Gen 10 leaks. I would super take those with a grain of salt. I don't know if any of those are legitimate or not. They're from somebody who apparently has, ties to, like, they're a anime leaker, so they've been leaking Horizon stuff. I don't know, just take all the leaks swirling around right now with a big grain of salt is all I'm gonna say. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Yeah, why are they bringing back Gimme Ghoul? Why are they deciding to rerun Gimme Ghoul again? So if you didn't see, chat, they announced a new Outbreak event, and Gimme Ghoul is coming back. So it's Wiglet, which, you know what? Sure. Sure, why the heck not? Oh, and then Growlithe and Swablu, which neither of those are that exciting. I really wish it was Hisui Growlithe. If it was Hisui Growlithe, I would have been quite excited. But it's just regular Growlithe. But that's for Golden Week. That seems to be the one thing that they're always consistent with, doing Outbreak events for Golden Week. So that's April 30th through May 8th. So that's definitely for Golden Week. And I guess Gimme Ghoul is too. Gimme Ghoul isn't gold, but he lives in gold, so... Close enough, I guess? I guess that is the connection. Yeah, that's who I was talking about, Galaxy. I guess that's the connection there. It's all due to Golden Week. I knew Golden Week was coming up. Because I saw it on a... It's, yeah, I think it's around the same date as the Outbreak event. Yeah, that's why that's happening. I don't think Gimme Ghoul was a Golden Week thing before, though. So I'm slightly confused by that, but okay. Yeah, yesterday, chat, I picked up one whole Drapion. Let's, maybe today we can finally get shiny 830. But I said that yesterday, and it didn't happen, so... Yeah, well, at least there's a new Outbreak event. It's been a long time. It's been several months at this point since our last Outbreak event. What's up, Midnight? So I'm happy that there's a new Outbreak event. And I do need Wiglet, so... I actually do, in fact, need Wiglet. Right? I think I just got Wugtrio. I never actually... It is shiny boosted, by the way. It is shiny boosted. Yeah, I don't have Wiglet, so... Hooray! Your ribs hurt for no apparent reason. Before I hit live, I had like the most random cramp. It's like, what's going on? This is such a weird box of the circuitry into Kyurem and then one Golurk later, a Stacka is into Uxie is so weird. Alright, well you guys know the drill. First run is a solo run just to warm up, and then I'll open up the lobby in case anybody wants to join. Yesterday, we ran into Guzzlord the first 3 runs, so we'll see if that happens again. Alright, it's... it could be. It could be Guzzlord. Why do I have a nasty feeling this is gonna be, Zygarde? Of course this route looks terrible. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We just started our first run. There's a dragon at the end. Who could it be? I mean, Kadabra could be shiny 830. Even though, you know, Abra's shiny line is actually quite tragic. It's quite tragic. You guys deserve better. I don't know, what color would have been better for shiny Alakazam? I mean, I feel like if you're in an important meeting like that and you're risking taking pictures, well, obviously they couldn't take pictures, but some of these people are very brave. Risking their jobs over leaking Pokemon stuff. Yeah, maybe purple would have been better. I don't know. Yeah, black or red would have been a cool choice. Gray might have been neat. Yeah, you know, maybe brave is, the wrong word. I've got to risk my high-paying job so I can get clout on Twitter. I had a feeling that Ivy was gonna... I mean, Kadabra has a fairy move, but it's Kadabra. Eggy and Noctowl? I might gamble here. And Excavalier's neat, but... I mean, it's not terrible if this is Guzzlord, but if it's Zygarde, it is terrible. Well... Yeah, that's why I'm super suspicious of, again, there's some Gen 10 leaks going around. Nothing, like, crazy. But it all just seems a little too... sus. Because, again, if you're getting invited into... So the context here is that this is, again, an anime leaker who leaks Horizon stuff. And they're claiming that this is a meeting between either Game Freak, TPCI, or the Pokemon Company, and then the team that makes the anime. Because, of course, the anime has to air alongside the next generation. So they're saying that this was a meeting that took place between Game Freak and the anime team, and that they're telling them the details of Gen 10. You know, we've already had leakers say, like, it's gonna take place in Greece. Like, there's just a lot of unconfirmed... Again, just... Anytime you see any of this stuff, take it with a grain of salt. We're still so far off from Gen 10. We don't even have a release date for PLZA yet. There is no release date yet. We don't even have box art. And people are already clamoring for Gen 10. Slow down. I don't want to fight any of these Pokemon. Of course, Kadabra has 1 HP left. These items are so... This has been a brutal route. The RNG here has been real sad. What's up, Cacturn? Yeah, I think a lot of people have assumed people like Koo are either working for or know somebody who's a translator or does like web development for Game Freak / Nintendo. I feel like Pioro knows somebody who works on the website. Pioro is one of those leakers that always knows details of the Nintendo Directs before they come out. Yeah, there's just no way to confirm. There's no way to confirm until we see it ourselves. I'm not maxing here. No. Why did the game eat my input? But I'm just saying, chat, for Gen 10, I don't think we're gonna get a Switch 2 for PLZA, but we're absolutely gonna get one for Gen 10. Which is probably gonna be November of next year, so still gonna be a while. Wonder when they're gonna start releasing, I liked your Joy-Cons that you posted, Cacturn. Wonder when they're gonna start releasing alternate Joy-Con colors. I think they're foolish for not doing that. Bisharp isn't terrible. What colors do I hope Gen 10 will be? That's such a... Oh, man. I don't know. We just got... It is Guzzlord! I should just rename this to Guzzlord Night. Starring and featuring Guzzlord. Alright. Alright, big man. Sure. Oh, that's why the Kadabra has 1 HP left, because the NPC just keeps going for Endure. Awesome. We just got purple and red. And we just got red and blue, so no red? Alright, well, Lycanroc's immediately down. Excavalier would have been a better choice here. How ironic. How ironic. Glizzy. The Guzzler. There we go, Kadabra. You know how to contribute. Why is Bisharp so tiny? Looks like a little baby standing on the field. Like a little child. Alright, at least the max turns worked out. I mean, we probably don't even need a max here, but it's fine. What's up, Rescue Squad? You think they're gonna go back to minerals, not colors? I'd be down for that. Or maybe they could do another sword and shield, 2 objects. Although I hope we don't have a situation where that just leads to years of unfunny, oh, where's Pokemon Gun? Yeah, they use red a lot. Either red or pink, some variety of red. They use red quite a bit. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, again, the code name for Gen 10 is Gaia, which already leads people to believe that it could be Greece, so maybe all the rumors / leaks right now about Greece are spitballing. Or maybe they're legit. Who knows? All I know is that Guzzlord has been defeated. GG. You know what's gonna be the worst part, chat? They're gonna reveal Gen 10 and then somebody's gonna be like, oh, this Easter egg in Scarlet and Violet, I knew the whole time. Or remember the wallpaper in Sword and Shield, and some people were like, I knew it. I knew the wallpaper here was weird. It's like, no you didn't! You liars! Okay, no shinies. Come on, Kadabra! Guzzlord's one thing, but no Kadabra? Alright. The Tropius on Nemona's, house. The signs were there the whole time. Yeah, there is a picture in somebody's house that looks like Greece. That would be the most obvious tell of all time, then. I think people picked up on that right away. I remember when Scarlet Violet launched, people immediately took notice of that picture. I don't think anybody figured out the wallpaper situation in Sword Shield. Hibiscus? The flowers would be interesting. Okay, with all the rumors going around, every time I picture Gen 10 in my head, I picture Wind Waker. The player character on a King of Red Lions boat. Yeah, remember the Tiki souvenir? Not Greece, but the Netherlands. It's like the Galapagos Islands. I mean, if they are gonna do Greece, I hope they have interesting interpretations on all of the Greek myth. What is Pokemon Zeus gonna look like? Pokemon Athena. I mean, again, we say this, but what do Koraidon and Miraidon really have to do with Spain? I feel like Zacian and Zama were more themed to Sword and Shield overall than Koraidon and Miraidon. So perhaps the box art legendaries are just two random dudes. Who knows? Yeah, it's definitely strange to be hearing so much about Gen 10 when, again, we don't even have a release date for ZA. I don't know why they're being so coy about it. Oh yeah, Tulip, that's right. I couldn't think of her name yesterday. Spear Pillar feels really Greek. It does. It does. I mean, the Greek stuff like that is just so prevalent in so many different stories, and it's hard to avoid it. Interesting. Wrath, Relicanth, and Alcremie. Okay. I really wish they'd go back in and tweak older legendaries. Every new legendary that's released is like the strongest Pokemon known to man, and then every past legendary just has pressure. Okay, it's Celesteela or Galeo. Of course, the one time we get Alcremie, I can't even use it. I guess we should go grab Palisand. I mean, Alolan Raichu is a little bit dangerous. Let's hope it doesn't kill our water friends. Give every starter a permanent signature move. Oh, hey, Martin's with us. Let's go. Yeah, the Terra leak was truly insane. That really did... I don't want to say, like, it changed everything, but it kind of did. A little bit. Yeah, Galaxy, it kind of does seem like that's waiting to happen. It's funny how things like... You know, we don't know a single thing about the next 3D Mario game, or we never know what's going on with the Zelda team, but Pokemon shit gets leaked every Friday. And it's been that way for generations now. The Terra leak truly changed everything, and here's why. Yeah, that's my new video essay. Oh yeah, Misty Sisters. Yeah, you're right. I feel like so many people already forgot Champions even existed. Like, when is Champions gonna release? I feel like that game flew under a lot of people's radars because it was just kind of a very brief, mostly CG trailer. When is that gonna come out? How do they juggle Champions in PLZA and Gen 10 next year? I mean, a lot of people believe that Champions will be the new solution for competitive Pokemon. But again, that's all speculation. Nobody really knows for sure. Where's the leaks about Champions? I want to know a little bit more about that. You got a shiny Lugia? Nice. Again, I miss regular side games. Everything's gotta be a mobile game now. We don't get things like Mystery Dungeon anymore. Sudowoodo is setting up an iron defense. That's fascinating. I guess it would depend on how they decide to format it. Like, what type of formats would they have for champions? And are they going to allow things like mixing and matching gimmicks, like Z moves with megas? How exactly is it going to work? I hate CG trailers. And they did one of those where it's just like a bunch of actors looking at a switch and being like, wow, whoa. The last Mystery Dungeon game came out 5 years ago. It was 2020. Also, it was a remake, so we haven't had a new Mystery Dungeon game with recent gens of Pokemon for a long time. It's been 5 years. Palossand is such a cool cry. Cool Pokemon. Oh, that's like, who? It's Galarian wheezing. If Greece is for Gen 10, they could bring us across the Mediterranean. Morocco. I mean, they'd probably just do another Japanese movie. It would be like Kitakami. Oh, you think you're getting anything else from Spain? No. You get Kitakami and you go back to Unova, sort of. Terrifying. Can you imagine a giant sandcastle appearing from the ground and then roaring at you? I don't think I've seen the Palossand City. Again, they just announced the Gen 7 Sitting Cuties. I bet Palossand's is really funny. Funny sand. Sudowoodo's locked in right now. Which Pokemon would be the hardest to make a plushie of? Clearly it's Eternatus, because Eternatus does not have a plush. Also, shout out to Eternatus, the special event in Spain for VGC today, which they can't do regular regionals in Spain because of their gambling laws, so it has to be a special event. But Eternatus made, I think it was the top 8. Some brave soul out there brought an Eternatus. I think Zama ended up winning. Zama and Qian Pao took home first place. Good for Zama. Anything is better than Calyrex. Or not I mean, yeah, Calyrex, but also Terapagos. Watching matches with Terapagos, they're so boring. Alright, we got all 4 hearts. Who is this? Please don't be Celesteela. Okay, it's not Celesteela. It's Solgaleo. Solgaleo, Solgaleo. Yeah, every Terapagos match is the same exact thing. And it's so slow to watch. Not as bad as Dondozo matches. There's nothing worse than Dozo stall matches. There was a mirror match of two Dozos, and it was just fake out Dozo. Fake out Dozo. No fun allowed. I mean, here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. A lot of people with Scarlet and Violet, and even Sword and Shield to some extent, they feel like it's fine because it's the Switch 1's fault. There's no excuses anymore. The Switch 2 is plenty powerful. So if the games continue to run like ass, I mean, it is purely on Game Freak to begin with, but they got there's no fail-safe anymore for them to fall back on. Well, if you have if you bought the Switch 2 at launch, that is actually the worst version. Yeah, it's very funny how hard they went on with Terapagos and how important it is in the anime, and then everybody liked Ogre Pawn more. I don't know how anybody didn't see that one coming. Pokemon Pistachio. I like the alliteration. No, brave Sudowoodo. A fallen soldier. Uh-oh, this is getting a little dicey. Alright, big sand. Does Bonanza noticeable frame drops? Yeah, you know, why do some people think that the Switch gets weaker with time? That is I've seen people think that, and it's very strange. It's not how technology works. It's not like your iPhone, where Apple is putting out updates to make the battery worse. At least, Jesus, I hope not. No! Oh boy. We have one heart and a dream. I'm the only one left. No, of course it lived with one sliver. Palossand is too slow. Average Gen 7 Pokemon. I would be super disappointed if fossils didn't come back in Gen 10, but I think they will. Yeah, Sudowoodo, do a flip. Perfect, GG. Got a little bit close there, but we still won, GG. It gets frame drops when you start doing, all the destruction stuff. Well, dang, I hope it's not too bad. Alright, Solgaleo. Necrozma and Lunala, they're waiting for you, buddy. They're waiting for you. You're the only You're the only one left. Are you gonna be a red? No. This was a very Gen 7 kind of outcome, except for Galvantula. Alolan Raichu, Palossand? Alright, so we fought Guzzlord and then Solgaleo. Who is next? Pokemon Pomegranate? That would be a nice color choice. Pokemon Apple and Pokemon Banana. Again, imagine if they had kept up the, all during development, Gold and Silver were referred to as Pokemon 2. Pokemon 3, Pokemon 4, Pokemon 5. Yeah, that'd be a pretty color choice. Pokemon Smoliv. Ha ha ha. Are we gonna get the reveal of like little meme named Pokemon just like Smoliv and Lechonk for Gen 10? And it's the new regional rodent Pokemon, Chungai! Hooray! Yeah, you know, maybe they should give Arboliva a form if we're going to Greece. Chongat. Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. A watermelon Pokemon? That'd be fun. Alright, let's see. Boop, boop. This one's for the birds. Okay, at least Janet took Jolteon, although she probably won't hold on to it. Okay, we have a Wide Garter in front of us with Pelipper. We have a Wide Garter and Pelly, and then two fairies we could go after. One of them is Wigglytuff, and one of them is... Wigglytuff's better than Grim. Pelipper's good here because it has access to Weather Ball. But the question is, could we get up Hail? You think it'll be all the way until Worlds? You know, that's a very interesting question. When are we gonna get the next PLZA trailer? Again, no release date, no box art. They obviously would want, I mean, I think they'd want to market the game. What's that, Lyra? Yeah, Worlds is August. What does Xatu have? Too bad Jolteon can't max here. I'll just set up a Metal Sound for Jolteon. What's that, Mimikyu? Yeah, Worlds is in August in Anaheim, California. I don't know, people are speculating that the game could come out in October, so would they wait that little, with that little time left to reveal it? I mean, I was blown away by Bethesda shadow dropping Oblivion, but it seems to be working out for them. In tune with the gamers. Your gamer senses are tingling. Yeah, I hope the open world and world is is more interesting than the trailers have kind of portrayed it. Yeah, I've been watching Tyler play a little bit of Oblivion Remastered. I just purchased it myself, so I'm excited to play later. I mean, it was shadow dropped. We knew it existed, but that was, you know, they didn't market for it. It's a shame that Stunfist doesn't have a steel... I mean, it has metal sound, but that's not, you know... Okay, Nidoking and a Wigglytuff, I think, would work. And Jolteon is weak here, but hopefully we can avoid nasty damage. Oh wow, your cry is so loud my microphone just picked that up. Jesus, Cacturne, that's a nightmare. Yeah, the Oblivion remaster seems really cool so far. I wonder if they'll eventually do the same treatment for Skyrim and we can all buy Skyrim for the 15th time. Todd's Ultimate Gambit. More Pokemon titles named after fruits, plants, and veggies. Yeah, that'd be fun. It'd be different, too. Yeah, you can go to the edge of the map in Oblivion Remaster and see the mountain of Skyrim, which is really cool. And I believe you could see Oblivion, or Cyrodiil, from Skyrim, too. Very cool. Yeah, Fallout 3. They may have a demo at Worlds. Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna be before Worlds. Oh, funny you say that. Tyler was doing the main quest and got out of the first Oblivion gate and went into the city and encountered a bug in the main quest that was apparently in the original that was never fixed. So he has to do a workaround to like go pick up a ring off of somebody to get it to fix itself. Good old Bethesda. Noah, I need you to hang on to that Nidoking. It glitches. I think my favorite glitch in Oblivion is, that one quest where instead of a few goblins, an entire, like, 100 goblins descend. Honestly, that's hilarious. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Oh, I saw you pull this again. I saw that your pack in my Wonder Pick, Justin. It made me chuckle. Every time somebody gets that Wigglytuff card, it's just funny. Oh man, that's a great card. So it's almost 1-to-1 the same game. Yeah, that makes sense when you explain it like that. You have 5 of them? I cannot stop pulling Tatsugiri. I have about 50 million Tatsugiri full arts. In fact, I've pulled tons of Grafaiai too. All of my pocket pulls have just been complete dog shit the past week. My luck in that game is like -20. Every 30 seconds there was another meme. Apricot would be fun. Pokemon Apricot. Yeah, I was literally about to check. I'm about to check. I'm about to check. Let's see. How many do I have? I have 2 Meowscaradas, 2 Buizzles. I have 6 Tatsugiri. Somebody take this Wigglytuff, please. I'm gonna hold on to Pelly in case this is, Zygarde. I have 6 Tatsugiri, I have 3 Grafaiai, I have 3 Golden Go, and I have 2 Wigglytuff. That's so excessive. What am I gonna do with all of these? Oh, it's Palkia. And I've pulled 2 shiny Charmeleon and I've pulled 2 shiny Reverum. And yet I still don't have a regular Beedrill EX or Babarrel. I mean, I got my secret gold Pokeball, so I can't really complain. But I'm gonna complain a little bit. I would like Charizard. I got Charmander and Charmeleon, but I don't have Charizard. And some of my best cards from this set I got from Wonder Pick, like my Rainbow Tinkaton and my Rainbow Pikachu. Those both came from Wonder Pick. And we have a new set about to come out, so I might open a little bit of that set and then go back to Revelry. Yeah, we have a... If you weren't here for the discussion earlier, chat, they're bringing Gimmighoul back for Terror Raids, and they're doing 3 Golden Shinies for Golden Week, a new Outbreak event. Wiglet, Growlithe, and Swablu. That start next week. Yeah, Pocket's very overwhelming. It is a very overwhelming game. And again, the devs are very chintzy. It's very difficult to earn hourglasses once you've done all the solo missions and everything like that. The way that pack points don't combine. The pack point system is so dog shit. I think that's the #1 thing they should fix. But with how chintzy the devs are, I just don't think it's ever gonna happen. Also, I'm dead. Sorry, Pelly. Yeah, I'm still missing a few cards from SmackDown, from Spacetime SmackDown. I can't get them. There's just not enough packs to open to complete everything. I know, Shiny Swablu is like the lamest. And I really would have preferred Hisui Growlithe. But, you know. I do need Wiglet, though. I'll get Wiglet. It is shiny boosted, by the way. The Outbreak event for Golden Week. Brow. Get him, Wigglytuff. Hit yourself. Of course, the first turn I'm dead and I can't wide guard to protect everybody, Palkia goes for Surf. Yeah, I still check Pocket every day, but there's times where I check it like late at night and I still haven't claimed my freebies. You know, the super generous freebies. Yeah, I also think most of the events in Pocket are very boring and lame, and they've gotten repetitive very quickly. The Drizzler. Hit yourself. No! I mean, good. We're protected, but not good RNG on... This is definitely not Pokemon Blue. If this was Pokemon Blue, we would have... You know. I mean, Palkia is the opponent. Oh, there we... Yeah, we didn't get a single... No! Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Why the hell are you going for Fire Punch? That was a clutch survival by Wigglytuff. Oh my god. That was a clutch Wigglytuff survival. GG. One Wigglytuff in a dream. Oh my goodness. Good thing Palkia went for Surf, too. Yeah, I've seen a lot of love on my timeline for Meowscarada since it's been so prevalent in Horizons. When is, Dot's Quaxwell gonna evolve? Nope. 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 Palkia! You're not shiny. You're a betrayer. A liar. A heartbreaker. I mean, Roy's Crocolore staying Crocolore makes sense because they want to premiere his, shiny Mega Lucario. But, like, let Dot's ugly little Quaxwell evolve. Let it let it become Quaquaval. Let's see. Oh, man, if I had a nickel for every time I check Wonder Pick and there's a full art Iono, I'd have like 3 nickels. I already have that. I got my first one from Wonder Pick. I don't need another one. I don't have enough energy anyway. 2 people back to back pulling full art Grafai. Somebody pulled 2 Lickitung. Pocket's the type of game you open and there's just like nothing to do, so you just promptly close the app. Yeah, Revelry has a lot of annoying cards like Team Rocket and Iono. Alright, one more slot left if anybody wants it. I don't know why they gave Quaxwell such a big head. Also, very funny that back-to-back generations I take the water starter and I just don't like the middle evolution. That's happened to me twice in a row now. Like, I like Sobble and I like Inteleon, but Drizzile? No thanks. Yeah, the real... I've been getting a lot of, Pokemon like, actual TCG stuff on my timeline. So from what I've seen, it's Badoo's World featuring Gardevoir and Dragapult. Those are all the good Pokemon in TCG right now. I mean, that Badoo card is insane. I don't know... I don't know what they were thinking printing that. Yeah, that Badoo card is truly insane. It seems like the type of thing that would come out and then Konami would have to ban it like a month later if it was Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how strong it is. Here, I'll read its effect to you, chat. If you're not aware what Badoo does in the real TCG, its attack is called Itchy Pollen. During your opponent's next turn, they can't play any item cards from their hands. You can see why that would be quite annoying, I'm sure. Itchy Pollen. Speaking of quite annoying, is this a double back-to-back Palkia? Or is this Kyogre? I don't like this either way. Weaponized allergies. That would get me. Badoo would aggravate my allergies, unfortunately. Oh, and Golden Go uses a ton of items. Oh my god. I see the problem. I see the problem. Jeez, that's rough. It wasn't worth staying up for. It really wasn't. Oh my god, Cacturn, you're right. Weaponized allergies was the plot of Dogs vs. Cats. I think I saw that movie in theaters. We don't get weird kids movies like that anymore. It all has to be like a sequel or a remake of some recognizable IP. Like, remember G-Force, the hamster movie? We don't talk about G-Force. Yeah, now kids only get Toy Story 9. They don't get G-Force anymore. There was like, we talk about the era of all the Penguin movies, but there was an era of hamsters. Remember the Kia hamsters dancing in the commercials for all the Kia cars? It was like a tiny little mini era of the hamster. We had a party rocket. 90s was the Duck era. The Mighty Ducks. I wanted to read what you said as the Elder Scrolls. Instead of Toy Story 5, I thought you meant the Elder Scrolls. Yeet. They should have made that so much stronger. Cramorant just stinks. You know what? I'm gonna go Lux Ball for Togi. Togedemaru, if you would like to be shiny 830, you could do it. You have the power. I hope the Toy Story movies they continue to crank out keep ending with like a final like Woody and Buzz separating, and then the next movie they just immediately ruin it. Absol, Roselia. I almost said Rosalina. That's not right. Oh, that's more Pico. No, more Pico. Yeah, I feel like Toy Story 3 had closure, and then Toy Story 4 also had closure, and they just keep going back on it. They just keep going back on it. That's because Inside Out 2 made like $5 billion, so now we're just gonna get sequels forever. Also, speaking of Disney, I've seen a lot of clips online lately of these like cut footage from Wish. They were originally gonna have the little star fella turn into a boy, and there was gonna be like a little romance with whatever her face is and the little star boy, and the footage was cute. Why did they change that? Why? The original villain and his wife were gonna be evil too, and they changed that. Every choice they ended up making for Wish just made the movie far worse. It's almost impressive. Yeah, Inside Out 2 didn't look that great to me. Also, ad warning, ads are coming up, but we're just fighting Absol, so you're not missing much. Yeah, I think Inside Out 2 is their most recent movie. It's just interesting that Disney has rejected everything that made their Renaissance so good. We don't want her to have a romance, so we're gonna cut it. We can't have a villainous character. Oh yeah, the next MCU movie comes out soon, right? I mean, this one looks better than the Captain America movie. Unfortunate burn on Grimbo. Is the Minecraft movie still in theaters? Is that still making money? I mean, more Pico would definitely could have been dangerous with our 2 water types that we have. Just goes on and on and on. It does. You are absolutely correct. I mean, what they're ultimately building up with Robert Downey Jr., Victor Doom, it all just seems like bad. It just seems kind of bad. Yeah, the sauce, you could argue, has been lost. There's no more sauce left. Sauceless. Yeah, it's like, how many board meetings did those idiots have and be like, let's have Robert Downey Jr. come back. But have him as Victor Doom. Victor Von Doom. Yeah, remember when, what was that? What the hell was that awful show called Secret Invasion had an AI opening? See, that tells me all I really needed to know about what they're doing over there. I know, the thing about RDJ is that he's just the perfect casting for Iron Man. And I can't see him as anybody else besides Tony Stark. Also, speaking of the MCU, I didn't realize that, what is it called? Expedition 33, Claire Obscure, or whatever it's called. That game has Charlie Cox in it. That's the guy that plays Daredevil. I didn't realize that game had a bunch of celebrities in it. It must have had a nice budget. I think I saw somebody say Andy Serkis is in the game too. Like, wow. You must have got a very generous grant or something. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen a few people play it. It's turn-based, which I've seen my fair share of god-awful turn-based games takes lately. Usually from whiny Final Fantasy fans. They gaslit us into thinking that turn-based games wouldn't sell. Turn-based... Oh, I just don't understand that. Imagine playing a turn-based game. Imagine a very successful franchise that's turn-based. You know, I can't, chat. Never conceived of such a thing. Yeah, who has? They simply don't exist. Yeah, were they ever even real to begin with? Who could even fathom turn-based games? That's crazy. Yeah, they should have just rebooted it with all new actors. The fact that they keep bringing back all the, like, Fox X-Men cast, too, is kind of... Like, what are you guys doing? The radio station plays the same 5 songs. I really wish we had a wide garter. Janet, any possibility you could swap that Cramorant for Pelipper, the superior flying water Pokemon, by like 50 miles? It is Palkia again! So many dupes! Alright. Yeah, they're gonna have Hugh Jackman at 90 is gonna be playing Wolverine. I think it started going astray when they started doing all the Marvel TV shows. Huge jacked man. It's true. When are they releasing the next Spider-Man movie? I feel like it's been a very long time since the last Spider-Man movie. Or maybe it hasn't been that long. I can't even remember. I can't. Sometimes, you know, at a point they all just start to blend into each other. It's been 4 years. That's gonna hurt. Honestly, some of the worst parts about the MCU is how boring the, like, Disneyland's Marvel land is. It's so boring. Yeah, Tom Holland isn't gonna look like a high school age guy forever. He's only 20, you guys. He'll never look like Nathan Drake. I think that movie made a decent amount of money. The Uncharted movie, weirdly enough. Maybe people are just starved for good action movies. Spider-Man slam into a wall. If you've never seen the Marvel land in Disneyland, just imagine like your standard, oh wow, that's really unfortunate. Fuck you, Palkia, you big bitch. Well, if I got another attack off, we probably could have won. Well, that's unfortunate. We were really close there. If I wasn't targeted, we could have won. Ah, that sucks. I don't want to see Palkia's big pink butt around here anymore. Go away. That made me lose my train of thought. I don't even know what I was saying. That sucked. I hate you, Palkia. We need the next Mission Impossible movie to come out to save action movies. Oh yeah, if you want to imagine what the Marvel land in Disneyland is like, I think it's in Paris too. I think they infected Paris with it. Just imagine a modernized McDonald's. It's like the same thing. Sterile, not a lot of color. Just kind of a bland, modern building. And there you go. Alright. Full crew. We'll take Serena. You would have been nice against, well, yeah, you would have been fine against Palkia. Jason Statham just had a new movie. Is he done doing, like, Megalodon 3? The biggest Meg you've ever seen? Did you see they're already making, like... Okay, it's just a psychic type. Alright. They're already making a movie for Split Fiction. That game by the, that co-op game by the... Oh, I can't remember his name. The guy that swears at the Game Awards. Him. That's his studio. They're already turning that into a movie. And the game has been out for like a month. No, it just came out. That game just came out and they're already finalizing a movie for it. Like, jeez. Beep, beep, beep. Joseph Ferris. I think that's his name, Joseph Ferris. I had to sit here and think about it. I think that's gonna be Look, once the Mario movie made $1 billion, it was kind of over. What big video game franchise are they gonna movieify next? I mean, we know they're making a Zelda movie. I still cannot conjure an image of a live-action Zelda movie. I just picture Ian from Smosh. Legend of Zelda? Screw that! Legend of Link! Simpler times. Simpler times. Fortnite? How could they do a Fortnite movie? That would turn into like a Ready Player One, where it would just be like an obnoxious amount of cameo characters. Aren't they making another Angry Birds movie? What even happened? I feel like I don't hear anything about Angry Birds anymore. Sega bought Angry Birds and then it's just been like silence. Overwatch. I think they're a little bit late to do anything Overwatch related. I think that ship sailed, well, several years ago. Yeah, you know, I never really got Angry Birds either. I definitely remember playing it for a little bit and then never touching it ever again. Overwatch would end up like the... I forgot that Borderlands movie even existed. Yeah, a lot of video game movies are quite successful, but they're still making some that are, not. They're still making a lot of them that are not. Does anybody remember the Assassin's Creed movie? That was wild. Wow, this is kind of an abysmal route, all things considering. Yeah, there was a Prince of Persia movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, right? Jake Gyllenhaal was the titular Prince of Persia. Yeah, they only ended up releasing the Ratchet and Clank movie, and that didn't do well. When is Sly gonna get another game? Yo, why are they doing so much with Until Dawn? I saw a review that was like, why watch the why can't I say Until right? Until Dawn movie when you can just play the game. And then they remade it and it was like the most pointless remake of all time. You have one original game that does success, that has great success, and then they just run it into the ground. I don't think Donkey Kong got a confirmed movie. I'm surprised that's the case, though. They brought back Jak and Daxter. I will never understand why those beloved characters are not brought back. It's like Microsoft refusing to bring back Banjo and Kazooie. It's like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? What's up, clown? Yeah, it's my IP to just do nothing with. Ow. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo does that too. It's not just Sony and Microsoft that have several popular franchises that haven't been heard from in like a decade. all three of those big video game companies are guilty of that. Who knows? Maybe we'll see some of those on the Switch too. Or maybe that's wishful thinking. Is that Maractus? Maractus, where were you against Palkia? Where's a good Storm Drainer when you need one? I don't know, all three of these are just neutral, whatever. I mean, Maractus, I think, does have Sucker Punch. You've already given up on a few of your favorite Nintendo franchises. They're dead. But Rhythm Heaven lives. Clang. Might as well clang. Not been a great time to be a grass Pokemon. Yeah, that battle royale with F-Zero. That's such a I don't, saying that feels weird. This feels like a weird thing to say. Ice Climbers 99. Yeah, where's Ice Climbers 99? I don't understand why Nintendo made all of those games limited time. Balloon Fight 99. Let's go. Finally, a game for real gamers. Disney Vault BS. That is what it is. The Disney Vault. Sorry, but the Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy physical, they're all going back into the Disney Vault. Miyamoto's vault. Remember that era when Nintendo released little mini consoles and people were scalping them like crazy? And then other companies released little mini consoles, and then that fad just kind of died. Mini GameCube. Well, sorry, but you have to pay for the upgraded NSO to have the privilege of playing GameCube ROMs on your Switch too. I mean, I could, I hate that I'm so low HP. The NES Classic got a Japan-only anime version. I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that. It's Latias. Alright. $50 a year, which means an extra $350 over the course of the system's lifespan. Ooh. Honestly, NSO is just a scam. I miss back in the day when you didn't have to pay for online. Oh yeah, look at that. I bet that's worth a lot. Yeah, just sell us the damned games. Exactly. Exactly. No! That was very mean, Latias. I didn't appreciate that. I know. Let's go back to a time where online was free and there were, you know, you didn't have to pay taxes on like Amazon. You could just buy stuff from Amazon and it wasn't taxed. That was crazy. Also, Amazon Prime used to have a great service for buying games where you'd get a discount. $80 to $90. Oh, that's not. I would have thought it had been more for a Japanese exclusive Famicom thingamajig. Wow, that's so unfair. Latias is cheating. Yeah, I don't trust Disney to not interfere with that. A lot of how awful modern copyright stuff is Disney's fault. GG. I hope everybody's Latias is very sick. Yeah, needing to pay for a subscription to use internet you already pay for. Exactly. Yeah, that Tauros anger point was nice. How nasty a lot of modern copyright law is. Oh, Mantine, you could have been shiny 830. My Latias is not sick. She's feeling perfectly fine. The Lotties are the biggest betrayers in the entire world. Yeah, at least they're not too bad. I mean, every now and then Latias can give you a cheeky surf. I think Latios is definitely easier, but... Alright, chat, before we get started, I'm gonna go get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, Lugia is also a massive trader. You could argue that most of the Pokemon I have left are big traders, like Azelf. Alright, give me a second. I'll be right back. Alrighty. So let's see, we fought Guzzlord, Solgaleo, Latias, 2 Palkia. Who is next? Okay, I guess we'll take Berserker. Holy Wrath. Man, Togedemaru is a very frequent customer tonight. Okay, we got... Alright, a flyer. So this could be Articuno, Celesteela, or Lugia. Those are the 3 flyers I have left. Oh, whoa. The first Gimme Ghoul Spotlight was June 21st, and the second was August. Yeah, so it's not a golden... I guess since they decided to do a Golden Week outbreak, they decided to throw Gimme Ghoul in. Yeah, I think the electric type over here was Bug Bus, which is not... not useful at all against the flying Pokemon. I have Thunder. Man, why am I back fighting Clang? I can't do anything here. Yeah, chat, if you didn't see, they announced a new Outbreak event for Scarlet Violet for Golden Week in Japan, which is just like a, you know, week of vacation. And it's Wiglet, Growlithe, and Swablu, who all have yellow/gold shinies. And they're also bringing the Gimme Ghoul raids back. Next week is when they start. Oh, you picked up Mesprit shiny? Nice. The Gabagool. I think they've done an Outbreak event for Golden Week every year. Yeah, I actually need Wiglet, so, you know, it's not all bad. Again, I would have preferred Hisui Growlithe over regular Growlithe, but I need Wiglet, so we will be getting back into Scarlet next week. Okay, good full para. Ow. A little before I went live, I was watching somebody eat all the food in Isle of Burke, the new How to Train Your Dragon Land in Universal and Florida, Epic Universe. And now Berserker would fit right in. Berserker could go to the mead hall. Get one of those bread cones with macaroni and cheese in it. I actually like Berserker a lot. I don't know. He's funny to me. I don't think a lot of people like Berserker, but I think he's neat. Nintendo showed off the Switch 2 Pro Controller on the Nintendo Today app. Oh. Okay. Did we ever find out what that service Nintendo had where you weren't allowed to, like, leak it? What was that? Yeah, he's not another Persian, exactly. He's an evolution of what a gremlin Meowth is. It wasn't announced yet? I feel like Nintendo forgot about that. Do 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 do. Boop boop. I love Charge Bug. You're not gonna be great here, but at least you have Funny Bug Bus. That I still don't really have anything great against. Yeah, I still remember the Magikarp event from Sword and Shield. That was one of the first events that they did in Sword and Shield. Yeah, Sword and Shield had a good bit of fun events, and then they just kind of stopped. I feel like the events in Sword and Shield stopped way before they should have. I mean, at least they're still doing Scarlet and Violet events. They're few and far between, but at least they still exist. Yeah, Magikarp, Mewtwo, Zeraora. I prefer the way they did Zeraora to like a GameStop distribution. Having a goal that they want the community to reach in order to get a shiny mythical is kind of neat. One of the Pokemon Twitter accounts keeps showing off select Gen 7 sitting cuties, and speaking of Meowth... Alolan Meowth is so funny. I don't know why he looks like that. Here, let me link it in YouTube. They gave him beans. Mewtwo and Zeraora were early versions of 7-star raids. Yeah, I definitely feel like they could have been prototype beta 7-star raids. Mewtwo was very difficult. I still remember how difficult Sword Shield Mewtwo raid was. That was a toughie. Oh yeah, they're doing a kid figure lottery again, which I feel like they haven't done that in so many years. Which kid figures are the little Bandai hollowed puppet figures, like finger puppets. And they're doing Cerulege, Armarouge, and Charcadet. They're gonna be clear and metallic. Dang, I'd enter if I could. If you get 5 million views on our new TikTok, we'll give you a shiny Volcanion. I fought the urge to say Volcarona. Horribly, yeah, they're like pugs. Anytime you have an animal and its face is flat like that. Uh-oh. Who are we have in front of us? Is that Gourgeist? Vaporeon, Mimikyu? Please give us good items, lady. Please. We need something. You know what? I have Thunder, so I'm gonna take the wide lens. Strategic Thunder wide lens. Yeah, buy $15 worth of Pokemon cards in Target or Walmart and you get a shiny Hoopa. Spend $25 at GameStop and you receive. I mean, they run promotions on the Pokemon Center that are kind of similar to that. They don't give you a shiny, but pay blah 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 amount and you get this. Alright, Berserk, it's time. I love his big Viking beard. The Nuzzler. I still can't get over Target raising all the prices of their over MSRP for their cards. That's just so awful. That is just so terrible. Some people had actually pre-ordered some of that stuff and they stealthily changed the prices of the pre-orders. Like, that is nasty. That is diabolical. Good night, Galaxy. Have a good one. And what's even sadder is that people are buying them. That Evolution, Prismatic Evolutions poster set that originally retails for $14.99 and they were selling for $39.99, people bought it out. So, just, man, I don't know. I'm gonna go lay on the floor and think about my life. What's up, everybody coming in? We're about to fight a flying Pokemon, so it's either Lugia, Celesteela, or Articuno. If this is Lugia, I'm gonna be a little sad that we left Mimikyu. Why did I... we were just talking about Mewtwo. Leaving Mewtwo behind. It's Articuno. Man, my favorite Pokemon, Wink. Alright, Berserk. I mean, I gotta try for at least one Thunder. Then we'll just go for Metal Claw. Yeah, that Mewtwo card in Pocket, you have to pay, I think, what is it, $22.99? If you want the shiny Mewtwo card. Boop, boop. Nuzzle is so good. Togedemaru is pretty goated for Dynamax adventures. There we go. Freeze dry. If only there was a freeze dryer for something like Palkia and Kyogre. I think it does. Oh my god, a Quick Claw pop. Yeah! Bug Bus is zooming! The mightiest Max Thunder that you have ever seen. Max Lightning. Dang, it hit all of us? No freeze. No! Clang! How could you do this to Brother Clang? You know, I feel like if any Pokemon could break out of freeze, it would be Clang. Imagine if Clang had a Pokedex like Spoink, where if its gears stop turning, it dies a horrible death. Like Berserker just did. What's up, Normal Shrub? I got a dupe Drapion yesterday, but not really anything that exciting. No, look at Clang's face. Okay. Really good heal there. Actually a good heal there. Okay. Too bad I can't unthaw Clang. Nice. GG. GG's. Moonball would be nice to put Articuno in. But I have Moltres and Zapdos and Lux Ball, so I gotta go for the complete set. Alright, let's see. Articuno, would you like to be shiny 830? Moltres and Zapdos, they're waiting for you. They're waiting. You're not shiny. Liar! Dang. Alright, GG, go next. Clang just stops working if it gets something stuck between it. Oh, that's funny. No, not Clink. Not Clang. It'd be neat to see a dungeon in Pokemon that's like an industrial factory and you get to see a bunch of Clangs on the walls working, you know, bringing electricity or something, doing some sort of machine type thing. Those would be neat environmental Pokemon. Where's Nihilego? I miss Nihilego. We haven't seen Nihilego yet. Doo-doo-doo-doo, boop, boop. The Prophet, the amazing, the one and only Bug Bus has returned. The legendary Charjabug. Some were they wild or were they like somebody's pets? Alright, Dragon. So this could be Alati, Guzzlord, Palkia, or Zygarde. Who is that? Oh, it's Sandslash. Okay, Alolan Sandslash is good. If this is Zygarde, Alolan Sandslash is great. Heliolisk has the same eye shape as Drapion. They're like tear-shaped. Tear-shaped eyes. Oh, who was the Wide Guarder? I didn't catch that. Honestly, maybe? Maybe? Wide Guard is fantastic against Zygarde, of course. That goes without saying. But if you have no damage, then it's kind of a bad time. The Combee wall? I don't think I have. I mean, that would make sense. You figured Combee would have a home base. And they're fairly large Pokemon. Yeah, that does sound like a Gigantamax Pokemon. Oh, Hitmonlee's on the board? I didn't see it. That's kind of a toughie. I mean, if it's Palkia, then I feel like Hitmonlee would be better. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know. They could have had Vespiquen have like a giant hive Gigantamax form. That would have been neat. Round. This guy has round. Do people like Heliolisk? Is this a Pokemon that people like? Wow, no? No love for the Lisk? Helio P tile. You feel like isn't fully realized. He's okay. I think the best part about Heliolisk is something people don't even know is that it runs. He has a silly run. He runs like those lizards that walk on water. But I understand why people don't like this Pokemon. I get it. I think for me it's the eyes. The eyes coming off of the head like that is weird. Weird design choice. But I like the bands around its arms, like the orange bands. It's got a good shiny. I just wish the head was different. Yeah, it's the eyes. Oh, yeah, I think I've seen that before. The giant wall of Combee. That could have been a Gigantamax. Vespiquen is even in this game. Oh yeah, Hitmonlee's right next to a Alolan Slash. Somebody gonna Gamba? Alright, come on, good roll here. Come on, Janet, give us a good one. I mean... I think Lickitung has Blizzard? Could have been worse. That's Square. Square Electrode would have been more memorable than Hisui Electrode. Cube. It's cubicle. Cubicle! Yeah, Licky has Blizzard. That's not too bad. We got 2 Gen 1 normal types. Let's go. Speaking of Gen 1, we'll be back playing more Pokemon Blue next week. I've been getting retro achievements. Essentially achievement hunting. If you haven't checked it out, it's a comfy, cozy good time. Squaricle. I'm gonna need to get Lickitung and Porygon. 2 Pokemon I don't have yet. Also, all of the episodes or parts are up on YouTube in a playlist if you ever need some good background noise. I should do Crystal next. Yeah, I don't know what gen I'm gonna go to next. I'll have to look at the retro achievements for each gen and see what I feel like doing. Beta one with the mustache. That's what Lickitung is missing, a mustache. Get max score on Mantine surfing. Oh, oh no. You know what? I'm gonna look now. I'm gonna go look. Pokemon recharged yellow. Lycanroc could not stand up to Lickitung's muddy water. Too powerful. Too powerful. Maybe I'm looking at Ultra Moon and it doesn't look like it has any achievements. Yeah, they haven't gotten to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon yet. Which would not be on my list of choices, so it's fine with me. Come on, Janet. Okay, you know, could be worse. Oh yeah, I remember that Cacturne. Yeah, the one that looks, okay, reconnected. Okay, it should be back. It's back. Well, that was the fastest disconnect and reconnect in the West. I don't know why that happens. I don't know why that happens. OBS just sometimes decides goodbye. But then it reconnects and it's like, hello. I set up the rain for Muddy Water, by the way, in case anybody was wondering what I was doing. Why I went for Rain Dance. I'm trying to help Lickitung out. Because I can't really do much here. Spray and pray strategies do not work against steel types. Jeez, that's an insult to Licky Licky. That's the meanest thing anybody's ever said about Licky Licky. Okay, a little bit scary when they go for Swords Dance. Ugh, how did anybody ever watch that guy? That's wild. Yeah, you know what? The rain, I think the rain's helping a little bit. Mimikyu's broken disguise. Sitting on the field with its neck cracked. No, it never went down. It never went down. It's back. Refresh if it's still down. Yeah, it's back. Nice, there we go. Yeah, the whole 3 seconds it took for OBS to disconnect and come back. Although it could be Twitch server side too. Although I think it went down on YouTube as well, so it was just OBS actually. Never mind. Yeah, I still have 2 hours and 8 minutes. That's how long I've been streaming. Well, we can't spray and pray if... Oh man, this is precarious. We're just gonna take lefties. Alright, which dragon is this? Game? Okay. Oh, all that and it's Latios. All that and it's Latios. Okay. Alright. I mean, I could actually. I do have a super effective here. Man, but I want to acid spray. Man, disguise is such a good ability. Just being able to sponge a hit like that is so valuable. We've had good runs tonight. We did lose one Palkia round, but that's because Palkia smells and is bad and smells. Ooh, good freeze. It's kind of scary when they just stop moving like that. I don't, there's something about it. It's kind of eerie. Alright, let's see. I don't know if Latios is okay. Could you join on the next run? Yeah. I post the code. It's open to everybody. Look at her. She's just sitting there, levitating menacingly with a big smile on her face. The ice cube from the N64. I feel like ice looked the best in Gen 3. Something about Ice Beam and Blizzard. They just look great in Gen 3. Alright, poor Latios never even got unfrozen. She just got dunked on. GG. She just got absolutely destroyed. Destroyed enough to turn yellow and become ill? I hope so. GG's. Yeah, Silver Lugia 860 is now live. Wow. I can't believe it. Alright. We have not had a single shiny tonight. Will this be the moment? Aw, no Heliolisk. That would have been new. Nope. Just continual betrayal from the Latis. Both of them. Latios doesn't want to be shiny. And Latios doesn't want to be shiny. Sad. Alright, code is up. Oh. Too fast. I looked up for a second, I'm like, wait, there's another silver? Wait, that was me. No, that's just me. I've done so many Dynamax adventures at this point, but I don't get tired of the music. Whereas the music for the route where you hatch eggs, I cannot listen to that anymore. I just can't. Vaguely Mario Galaxy? Really? You think so? Is it not letting people in? Oh my god. I don't know why this game does this. Third time's the charm? Question mark? Also, ad warning, ads are coming up, but we're literally just in the lobby right now, so... Yeah, it was OBS that made stream go down, not my internet, so... People are still able to get in. Yeah, the lobby is always wonky, that's... Sometimes people just can't join, and I don't know why. Many times, like, I'll be disconnected even though I am literally streaming. The game's like, I just can't figure it out anymore. Yeah, it's definitely Masuda who is preventing this. Lampin's got a good cry. Shandy's line is great, but Lampin in particular has a good cry. Oh, brother, another dragon. There's the Twitch is showing Switch 2 ads, that's funny. The Pilo of swine. Going for Willow. Birthday territory. Get it for Christmas. Get it for your birthday. I just want them to release a color I like. Ow. I wonder what holiday is gonna be like for Switch 2. Like I said, I think we're gonna get another Direct. Or two. Before the year is over. They definitely want to have a strong holiday release or not release, but strong holiday sales for the Switch 2 this year. Yeah, imagine if you're like a family with multiple children and they all want the Switch 2. Even if you have like 2 kids, that's... I guess you'd have to be like, you gotta share, little Timmy. Yeah, are they gonna release a Switch 2 Lite? That's... I saw somebody speculating about that the other day. And are we gonna get a Switch 2 OLED? Imagine how much money that's gonna be. Sheesh. Yeah, you have to wonder how any Pokemon miss these Dynamax Mons. Are you serious? You cleared? That's so annoying. The Switch 2 Lite without game chat. You know, that's a sacrifice that I think most people would be willing to make. Yeah, taking Pylo is fine here. We do have a dragon at the end. If this is, Zygarde, then Pylo would be fantastic. You think they're gonna mimic every aspect of the OG Switch? I mean, a Switch Lite makes sense, just, you know, even more, I'd argue. Man, I don't want to... Don't pick Gastrodon. This team is not equipped to fight either of these. Ooh, this is actually rancid. Where's a grass Pokemon when you need one? Yeah, poor Seismitoad. A Switch Lite makes more sense with, how expensive the Switch 2 is. A Switch 2 Lite. Yeah, like $299. Acupressure, yup. There's a lot of moves that NPCs should absolutely not have any access to. Entrainment, weather, any sort of weather, rain dance, sunny day. Bad time. Very bad time. I don't think there's gonna be any new Pokemon in PLZA. It's gonna be the Zygarde show, starring and featuring Zygarde. Get him, War Turtle. The pro version. I can't wait for all the leakers to come back and be like, there's gonna be a Switch Pro 2, you guys. It's totally gonna happen. I mean, I've seen people who've gone to like previews of the Switch 2 and everybody says that the screen is nice. Like, it's not OLED level nice, but it's an upgrade from the original Switch. The ocean is surrounded by ground. Checkmate. Checkmate, Kyogre. Yeah, I didn't pre-order the Switch 2 either. I mean, Gen 10 is likely, very likely, a Switch 2 exclusive, so I'll be forced to buy one next year at some point. But for now, I am just gonna hold off. Charmeleon, Wartortle, Mewtwo, Tentacool, Aerodactyl, Ammonite, Slowpoke, and then he says Pidgeot, Pidgeot, my favorite Pokemon, Pidgeot, Arbok. That's all, folks. Pressured into getting one of those expensive SD cards. I mean, you should be good until you should have enough space to get to like Black Friday, because that's usually when a lot of those SD cards go on sale. All right, you ready? That should be a Pokemon people know. Yeah, I think that was Skiploom. Or Jumpluff? Wheezing, question mark? Either Lampin or I can Gamba here. Alright. Come on. Gerter. Well, I mean, I guess. You're not buying storage yet? Yeah, you guys should be good for storage for at least a little bit into the Switch 1 or Switch 2's life. Damn it, I keep saying I can't. Switch 1. The game key cards are such a scam. They're such a scam. Yeah, Rotom is one of the best Dynamax rentals. Rotom is very solid. Yeah, coaching actually has value here, you know? Girder isn't terrible. That negates Hex, though. I'll be interested to see how transferring everybody's stuff from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2 goes when the console comes out in June. I'll probably watch a few videos. I'll probably watch somebody unbox it, too. I'll live vicariously through whoever I decide to watch unbox it. There is very few things in life more satisfying than unboxing a new console. Buying white gloves. That's your new future side hustle. I hope this is just Guzzlord again. We started off with Guzzlord. That was the first one we had today, which was also the first run we had yesterday. Yeah, you have to do that obnoxious tappa tappa that all the ASM artists do. Yeah, Guzzlord's also very easy, so anytime it shows up, it's like usually a good fun time. Yeah, I'd argue Galarian Wheezing looks worse. Galarian Wheezing Smoke looks even worse. Oof, no poison. Aw, damn. No! Oh my god, what did Wartortle live with 1 HP left? Yeah, it literally did. It did. It lived with 1 HP left. Oh, you... Wheezing, oh, you... Yeah, he did get a fancy hat, that's true. He's a right proper lad. Yeah, anytime Galarian Weezing is in Dynamax Adventure, you can usually see its weird smoke plumes. Hanging outside of the red smoke. I mean, Wartortle's on a timer, but it also is decent against... Well, unless it's Palkia. If it's Palkia, then, uh-oh. Surely there wouldn't be 3 Palkias in one night, right? Right? It's Zygarde. Alright, batten down the hatches. Here we go. We are in trouble. Doomed. So yeah, Zygarde is the hardest Pokemon in Dynamax Adventures. And I'm scared. I don't think it does. Nothing affects Zygarde's transformation ability. You can take its ability away and it just doesn't work. And immediately... Okay. Alright, man. Alright. I didn't even get a chance to Willow. I miss Guzzlord. Wait, is that already just GG? Yeah, that's our... Oh, I thought Piloswine was dead. Yeah, look at that good ice damage. Dang, that's unfortunate. It's up to you, Piloswine. Save us. I mean, the speed is nice, but we have no hearts left. We have no wide guarder. If we had Pelipper or Hitmonlee or Mantine, this would be a GG probably. But we don't. This needs to be like a crit times 5 billion. Darn. Now it's gonna transform, gain its HP back. You know, it's been a while since we've run into Zygarde, and I didn't miss it. I have not been missing Zygarde. Well, that sucks. So we've only lost tonight to Palkia and Zygarde. And nothing is shiny. Yeah, that was the perfect wipe. Zygarde had a little bit of BM on us at the end there. Dang, we had some good pieces there. We had good pieces, we just didn't have enough lives. Again, a wide guarder would have gone a long way there. Yeah, Zygarde really is the end boss. Yeah, they'll probably distribute shiny Zygarde. They probably will. Give it out to everybody for free. Completely devalue it, just like they did Rayquaza. Again for the new anime. The Swords of Justice? I just shiny hunted all 3 of them recently. In fact, I want to get my Cobalion video up on YouTube this week. But yeah, they're great shiny hunts. They're affected by the shiny charm, and it's very fast. So if you're looking for a good shiny hunt, the Swords of Justice are a fine choice. They're better than the Reggies, because the Reggies are full odds. Yeah, Comfey would have been nice last round. I could have saved War Turtle from its demise. A good healer goes a long way in these. But we're going attack Comfey. This Hawlucha's not gonna know what's coming. Gonna go for the Keldeo in-game or the Keldeo from Pokemon Home? Because Keldeo is shiny locked, unfortunately, in Sword and Shield. Yeah, do a flip. Well, ow! You can't hit me with a poison attack. That's not fair. That's against the rules. Screw the rules. I'm a Hawlucha. Yeah, I mean, if Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion are shiny huntable, you would maybe assume that Keldeo is not locked, but they're lame, so they're very weird when it comes to mythicals. And our list of locked mythicals grows every gen. Zarude is still locked. Pecharunt's locked. Yeah, Gen 3 had the best mythical hunts. That is true. That was the nice time before they started shiny locking everything. Everything changed when the shiny locks attacked. Yeah, they the mythicals are always paywalled. Unless you're like me and will just stubbornly do one box at a time in Pokemon Home. Yeah, they just distributed Manaphy, Keldeo, Meltan. Those are the last 3 that they did for Dex completion on Home. Shiny, Galarian, Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos. I would love to shiny hunt those 3 as well. Too bad I can't. Yeah, I literally think I could just claim Keldeo whenever. I think I'm done with my decks with Sword and Shield. I just haven't thought about doing it. Yep. If you want them shiny, you either had to be there for the game, for the tournament distribution, or you have to pay for them in Pogo. Could not be me. The Long Neck Club. I like how chat corrects me about Pokemon Go stuff as if I give a shit. Yeah, you can buy extra passes. They are absolutely monetized in some way. Am I a Star Wars fan? No, I am not. It did. It got sold to that Saudi billionaire company. Scopely. Oh wow, big ol' raid. What's up, everybody? How's it going? I'm Silver, and we're doing some comfy Dynamax adventures. Random route. Man, this Aurora's fight has felt like it's lasted 100 years. Look, we've been fighting this Aurorus for like 10 minutes now. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Geez, I guess it has been, because I've used a lot of energy balls. Auroras lives with like 2 HP. The ultimate jokester. We just fought a Zygarde and sadly did not win. So we are back. What was there, a flying type at the end? Alright, well that battle felt like it lasted forever. I think I've gotten Tyrantrum shiny from Dynamax Adventures, but not Aurorus? Not a single shiny in sight. Yeah, for DA weekend, I've only been able to pick up a dupe shiny Drapion. I have not had much shiny success. I hope you guys have had better shiny success than I've had. Okay, Armaldo and Hitmonlee. Well, Hitmonlee, you would have been great last round. We really needed a wide guarder last round. Your first Zygarde. When are you gonna go back in for more Zygardes, Justin? Or did you get him already? I can't remember. Oh, you got your second one, you're done, that's good. Alright, we're fighting Armaldo now. My boy. One of my favorite fossil lads. Yeah, just in time for them to give it out again. Nobody needs to heal. 433, wow, that's awful. I wish this game kept track. I'd love to see how many Zygardes I've fought at this point. Sadly, I don't have a number. I usually just do randoms, so Zygarde can decide to show up whenever it wants. Oh my god, Aurorus' cry is so loud. My most successful Dynamax Adventure shinies have been Rayquaza, who I got in 2. I got Lunala in 4. Mesprit was essentially just a random one and done. I am Dynamax Adventures, one of the strongest Dynamax Adventure soldiers. What's up, Strawberry Wolfie? Not tonight. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, I got that was the first 2 Dynamax runs I ever did. I got Rayquaza. Shout out to Ray, my boy. This is the list of everybody left that I still need. I still need Articuno. Okay, I will heal Stunfisk. I still need both Lotties, Lugia. I'm very close on completing so many different trios. If I get Azelf, I already have Uxie and Mesprit. If I get Palkia, I already have Giratina and Dialga. I only have a few Ultra Beasts left. I just need Nihilego, Steela, and Guzzlord. Damn, Armaldo, let me live. I'm just a little comfy. I'm just a little flower fella. Solgaleo would join Shiny Lunala and Necrozma, so there's so many that would complete trios, quartets that I'd love to get. God, that didn't kill. Alright. This would be... If this Armaldo was shiny... This would maybe be my third? Second? Third? I wish this game kept statistics for you. By the time I thought about keeping my own stats, it was kind of already too late. Well, Comfey's good support, but... Alright, is this Articuno, is this Lugia, or is this Celesteela? It's Lugia! A Lug! Okay, thank God it's not Celesteela. If it was Celesteela, I would have shed a single tear. Okay, it's just Lugia. Alright. Yeah, we generally have very few losses, except for maybe against the nasties, like Zygarde, Palkia, and Kyogre. The Greedent incident. Hera? There we go. Perfect. It just came one turn later. An accordion. It reminds me of Genesect. I feel like Armaldo and Genesect have similar vibes a little bit. To a Lycanroc. We've definitely had similar experiences. I think there was one round where... What was it, like a Clang or something? Sometimes you can just lose it all to the most random Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, Cryogonal is strong. Cryogonal is no joke. That's one of the best rentals in Dynamax Adventures. Cryogonal is no joke. Honestly, a lot of the, I mean, because it has a spread move. The spread moves are... They can be dangerous if they nail all of you. Alright, Lugia is almost out of here. Yeah, when you're being compared to... Poor Martin. Everybody always picks on Martin. The NPC with a Soul Rock. Anytime you're being compared to Martin, it's, not a good thing. Not a good thing. Alright, GG's. Good round, everybody. GG's. Ending on a crit. Take that, Lugia. I'm gonna use a Premier Ball here. I'd use a Love Ball if I had one. I still need to spend some time and reclaim some Love Balls. Alright, let's see. First shiny of the night. Nope. 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 Lugia is a betrayer. I got Ho-Oh in 15 runs. Years ago at this point, and yet Lugia is still here. Betraying my ass. Years later. All right, Chad. I got a few more in me. We got a few more runs. And then I do Dynamax adventures pretty regularly, so if you're a fan of Dynamax adventures, I do them pretty consistently, I'd say. And then again, we got a Outbreak event for Scarlet Violet next week, which will be interesting. I can finally get Wiglet off of my... Maybe Wiglet's gonna end up being shiny 830. Alright. Let's go again. Okay, Vanillish, Sigilyph, and Grovyle. Interesting. Okay, not impressed with this opening these opening choices. You got Lugia on 28, but Ho-Oh on 210. How the turntables with shiny hunting, I swear. Oh no, please no. So the only two water Pokemon I have left are Palkia and Kyogre, who are both difficult. We have seen Palkia twice tonight. Is that grass Pokemon Tangela? Oh geez, we're in trouble. Oh, that's Cherim. Yeah, Togetic's a better call. I really wish Cherim was a little bit of a better Pokemon. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. We get to hear Togetic's aggressive wing flaps. Yeah! Alright, we're just gonna go for it. Oh, you got your shiny Feebas? Nice. Again, I wish we had access to a better purple Pokemon, purple Pokeball besides the Master Ball. Yeah, Love Ball maybe? Or Luxury? I feel like Luxury fits my Milotic very well. If you plan on evolving it. Yeah, once you hear Togetic's wing flapping, you can never unhear it. Oh, you're gonna evolve her? Yeah, I think Lux would work. But Luxury's my favorite Pokeball, so... I'm a bit biased. Because, you know, Milotic's a classy Pokemon. That's a classy fish. Yeah, I love Sigilyph. It's one of my, I think it's one of Gen 5's more unique and interesting Pokemon. In your first couple of hours? Wow. Yeah, I remember when Scarlet and Violet came out, everybody in chat was like, I found a shiny Lechonk. I found a Smoliv. My first shiny in that game was Choodle. Yeah, we keep it chill here. Chill and comfy. Alright, Togetic. Get ice creamed. Get vanillished. Well, that didn't quite kill, so now I have Mystical Fire on my face. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing more Pokemon Blue next week. We've been getting retro achievements for that game. We'll probably do another Dynamax stream. We have the Outbreak event for Scarlet and Violet. Some good stuff. Your first Scarlet Violet shiny was a Go-Goat? That's kind of cool, though. I like that. Two? Oh no. A shiny that's amazing. Especially since Paldean Tauros is such a miserable shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet. That is not a hunt I enjoy at all. Alright, Togetic, welcome aboard. Wow, this is an abysmal selection. Is our best choice here really Tangela? Oh no. Oh no. Where is Serena? Where is... Oh, man. Where's Blossom? Blossom could do double duty because it has a fairy move, so it would be good against Palkia and Kyogre. Man, I'd even take Gloom at this point. I love Orbeetle's ginormous brows. "75 hours on Shiny Pip." Oh man. A lot of people in chat have told me about the briefcase simulation shiny hunt, and I don't think I've ever seen somebody who got one early. It's always been miserable for everybody. Every other render makes it look more obvious. Yeah, you're right, Omega. You're absolutely right. And the fact that Tauros is so hyper-aggressive, you can't really stand there and look at them because they're gonna run at you. It's a very annoying shiny hunt. Veluza. At least Veluza's got a neat... I like the green shiny on Veluza. Going after Turtwig. Do the whole battle just to... Oh, man. Yeah, is it even a shiny hunt if you don't sit there at least once and think, did they patch this out of my game? Did Masuda climb down my chimney at night and patch this out of my game? That's how I feel about finding a Totodile outbreak in Scarlet and Violet. The Robotnik of Pokemon. I know exactly what you mean. It's like the little enemy that would pop out. A Badnik. When are they gonna bring the real Ladybug Pokemon back? Ledian. Where is Ledian? Did they forget Ledian exists? You need a shiny one? I need Dottler. I got Blipbug. I got the Beetle. But I don't have Dottler. I know, they gotta do something for Ledian, please. Please save Ledian. I mean, at least they brought Spinarak and Ariados back in Kitakami. Look, I haven't seen Ledian in 1,000 years, and no BDSP doesn't count. Lead. The greatest Pokemon Stadium nickname of them all. Alright, Tangela. Probably had a harder time finding Tangela in Pokemon Blue last week than we are about to fight this Tangela. Fun fact about Spinarak, a long time ago during Gen 2 era, Hasbro had the Pokemon toy license, and they made a shiny figure of Spinarak. They made, I think they made Charizard. I think they might have made Heracross. But that's some of the earliest shiny merchandise that they've ever released. Very cool figures. I wish I had them. I wish I had them. Boxed it after seeing its stats. Sad but understandable. I think they might have made Blastoise too. They made Charizard and Blastoise because they just recolored previously made figures. Shiny merchandise is just pretty uncommon. I mean, they're making a lot for Roy's Lucario in the anime right now, but besides promotional tie-ins with the anime, just doesn't happen very much. And that Spinarak figure, I have it right here. I wish. What does it go? Let me check the bay. Let me see if it's up on eBay. Hasbro Spinarak. You've just brought up Spider-Man. Oh wow, even non-shiny Spinarak is going for $70. Oh yeah, they made shiny Chikorita. They made shiny. Yeah, they did make shiny Blastoise, and they made Cyndaquil, shiny Cyndaquil. Oh, Spinarak shiny is so cool. I like it. Aficionado. You might say I'm a merch connoisseur. Man, somebody's selling it kind of damaged and dinged up for $99.99. Damn, that's such a shame. I wish every retro Pokemon thing didn't cost $5 billion. No, it's Palkia! 3 Palkias in one night? Surely you jest, game. Surely you're joking. You're having a little goof. Doing a little gaff. And we have Tangela, Orbeetle, Gorgeist, and a Togetic. Alright, game. Alright. You're so funny. You're so funny, Palkia. How's the shiny grind treating ya? Well, so far I've only gotten one shiny and it was a dupe. And besides a few Palkia, Zygarde, L's, we've been pretty successful with the runs, at the very least. Yeah, getting rid of pressure is actually really nice. Oh, man. All right, Togetic, take the wheel. Togetic's so cute. I was surprised they didn't put Togepi in Scarlet Violet. Power Whip. Yeah, get him, Tangela. Get him. Yeah, you know, who knows? Maybe they'll give Drapion a form or something in the future. Although, tragically, Drapion's shiny looked a lot better in its debut generation. Yeah, get fully para'd. That's what you deserve, Palkia. Yeah, honestly, this is a lot of support Pokemon going for the big time. Look how big Togetic is. Some of the Dynamax legendaries are such little babies. They're little babies. Slash. Oh, are you kidding me? A critical hit in my game? And he went physical. Typical. Sometimes this game becomes sentient and just reads the field. Man, this is Death by 1,000 Paper Cuts Palkia edition. That's my last max turn. Oh, great. Now it's going for max slash. No, Tangela! Okay, Tangela's okay. How could you? How could you attack sweet little Tangela? Ooh, that was nasty. Yeah, that was a crit. I was gonna say, that did a boatload of damage. Punch me, I bleed. Yeah, I think they are shy. Most recent gens have had the starters all shiny locked. I think we need damage at this point. Chat, Bulbapedia has a good, here, I'll bring it up. Oh, we're so close. Use Bulbapedia's Dynamax page. It's so much better and actually legible. And you can see all the rentals, and then at the bottom is the legendaries slash UBs. Ow, do not get the buff. Please, we're so close. We're on the cusp of victory. No! No! Not Tangela. How could you, Palkia? Uh-oh, this got scary really fast. Oh no, I just don't know if this is enough damage before Palkia attacks. If Palkia attacks, we have to hope it targets Gourgeist. Ooh, this is scary. Okay. 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 At least Orbeetle's okay. That was a good heal. Go, Gourgeist. You must live, Orbeetle. You must live. Yeah, GG. Oh, thank goodness. That was very close. GG's. That was insanely close. Alright, let's see. Usually I would stop here, but since we got a big ol' raid, I think we'll do another run. Alright, no, 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 and... Palkia. How could you? How could you? I trusted you. Just kidding, no I didn't. I don't trust you, Palkia. Alright, chat, let's do a bonus run. Feel free to join. Anybody is allowed to join. Alright, that was quick. We still haven't seen- who have we not seen tonight? We haven't seen Nihilego. We haven't seen Celesteela, but I don't want to see Celesteela. We haven't seen Tapu Koko. I don't think we've seen Latios. Alright, time to find out. Oh boy. Alright, Lugia, Stila, or Articuno. The threequel. Oh hey, it's actually Lycanroc Midnight. Alright, here we go. Big Snake. Are you secretly a Lycanroc Midnight? Yeah, Hitmonlee is a bit of a gamble. I mean, it does have Blaze Kick, so... Isn't completely... I mean, it is... it depends on if it gets targeted by, like, a hurricane. I really wish the sand effect always makes the stream look crunchy. Every time sand is on stream, it just looks terrible. Is my phone fully charged yet? It is! Good. Okay. On days I don't stream, sometimes my phone almost dies because I always charge it when I go live. It's a good time for me to charge my phone. dmax Sandblast. Alright, see you later, Lycanroc. I do love Midnight Lycanroc Shiny. It's my favorite of the other Lycanroc. In fact, we're gonna throw a dive ball at you, my friend. I mean, Stone Edge only has 5 power points, but still decent pickup here. I do have Glare. I could keep Sandaconda for Glare. Ooh, we got Crocodile in front of us. Krook is a little bit scary because of Anger Point. Who's the electric Pokemon? That is Pincurchin. Pincurchin. Bean Squad. Featuring Snom. And Pukamuku. Pin is actually good here. Definitely good that I kept Snake. Sandy. Sandy the Sandaconda. Ooh. Not Janet. Come on. Not really what we wanted to see, Janet. Man, speaking of a Pokemon that they should do something with. Golduck and Psyduck are in every game, and yet what does Golduck have? Nothing! Yeah, it does have Screech. What does Golduck sound like screeching? Does it sound like Donald Duck? Glare always makes me think of Arbok. I miss Arbok. Yeah, I mean, Psyduck is one of those, like, Gen 1 iconic Pokemon that there'll never be a game without it. With very rare exceptions. It's like Magikarp and Gyarados. It's like all the Eevees. Ooh, you're going for Geyser. That's, bad. Okay, Lycanroc's alive. I hate that Golduck model. It's so bad. They do Golduck no favors with his arms awkwardly out and his mouth breathing like that. Rev up a new model for poor Golduck, please, somebody. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. In some way or form, all of the Bean Squad is present in Dynamax Adventures, although Frostmoth is not a Snom. Because Pin and Pukamuku are in here, too. Elegantly in lakes. Lies. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we got Seeking, Skarm, and it looks like Goss. These are all just probably not helpful. Either, yeah, Skarm or Goss, because at least Hitmonlee has a fire move. I really like Skarmory. That's a cool Pokemon. Although, again, this model doesn't quite do it good justice. Yeah, these are, yeah, Sky, none of these were great. I think our team is as good as it's gonna get. Would have been nice for like Cryogonal or Frostlass or Jolteon would have been great here. But oh well. Yeah, let's go, Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee looks so cool in Gen 1. Again, I've been playing through Pokemon Blue, and I picked Hitmonlee in the Fighting Dojo, and it's just a cool Pokemon. Maybe I should replace Benson the Beedrill with a Hitmonlee. I wanted to use Aerodactyl, but again, if you want to see a really sad sight, look up Aerodactyl's Gen 1 moveset. It doesn't learn any rock moves. It's very sad. They did my boy so dirty. Yeah, Lance and all of his illegal Pokemon. Yeah, I think Aerodactyl only learns Rock Slide. From what I remember chat telling me, it learns Rock Slide as a move tutor move in Fire Red Leaf Green. Takes it until Gen 3 for Aerodactyl to get access to Rock Slide, which Rock Slide is a TM in original Gen 1. And yet it can't learn it. And Kabutops and Amistar can't either. It's insanity. My cat will scratch at the door to want to get in, and then he'll just sit there and look at me. Alright, who is this? Who is our final friend? Okay, too bad we don't have any berries in front of us. That would have been nice. Alright, is it Steela, is it Lugia, or is it the RT of Kuno? It's Articuno! Wow, we actually had a Celesteela list night. A miracle. I think this is Articuno number 2 for tonight. So many dupes lately. I mean, I don't have a huge list of Pokemon left that I need. But still. Still some Pokemon we just never saw today. Never saw yesterday either. I don't think Nihilego showed up for DA weekend at all. I guess it was on vacation. Ow! Yeah, Lily was playing her piano. It was one of the very last ones for you. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be one of the very last ones for me, too. No, they removed it in home. That's so sad. No, like, no guard, Machamp. Alright, here we go with the max. Yeah, this kind of was a Palkia-filled night. Derogatory. Negative. Parentheses, negative. I like the way the Pokemon aggressively vibrates when they use Wide Guard. Hitmonlee just starts vibrating, going brrr. Yeah, the reset of moves in Home is very annoying. I do not like Pokemon Home. Yeah, it really does. Like, it's one thing if you're putting it in a game where it's an illegal moveset, but they should just allow it to remain as is. No! Not our friend Pin. It's so funny that they obviously didn't put Sedinja in Gen 9. Imagine Sedinja terastallized. Yeah! GG! Good job, everybody. Overall, some, you know, minus a few Palkias and Dialgas. Or not Dialga. Palkias and Zygarde. We had some good runs these past 2 days. GG's. Yeah, Barrier Dragonite. Barrier Dragonite. A true icon. And yet somehow Slam still remains. Nope. 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 Last run, Shiny Magic? You're not shiny, Articuno, you traitor. You liar. You scoundrel. Well, only ended up walking away with one shiny for this DA weekend, but I guess a shiny is in fact a shiny. Dang. I had a legendary streak this year with Xurkitree, Indicurem, and then a Golurk, and then Stacka, and then Uxie. And then it's kind of just been dry ever since. The back-to-back double Marshtomp, that was iconic. When did I get Uxie? It was March. I got Uxie in March. That was March was the end of the iconic run. Stacka was February. And February popped off. That's probably my best shiny month this year without a shadow of a doubt. And then that's not even counting the, I went the wrong way. And that's not even counting, like, my Swords of Justice. Terrakion and Cobalion and Virizion. Which I have the Terrakion video up on YouTube, but I still need to get Cobalion and Virizion done. Yeah, you know, the Lake Guardians actually have fairly nice shinies. They're nicer than you'd think they'd be. What's funny is that Azelf is my favorite, and yet I don't yeah, Uxie, the Lake Guardians are little babies. They're so small. Yeah, the gold is pretty nice. And then I gotta go way back for Mesprit. Where's Mesprit? Yeah, here's Mesprit. Here's Mesprit. You want me to take him outside? I got Mesprit in 2021. That's how long it's been. Whoops. Yeah, we can take Uxie outside. Take Uxie on a little walk. You know, I never took Drapion out either. We can take Drapion out. Yeah, if you've never seen, oh my god, little baby, it's a little baby. So tiny. They could just sit on your shoulder. They could sit in they could fit in your pocket. They're so little. A little baby. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, this makes me find the Lake Guardians more charming. It's such a charming little Pokemon. Maybe not the most interesting legendaries in the world, but they're so small. I can't help but like it a little bit. A little bit more. I know, these have got to be some of the smallest Pokemon. I usually say, Uxie. Uxie. What do I say? Uxie? I think I say Uxie. But sometimes I say Uxie. I don't know. Potato. Excuse me, not Marnie. Can you get away from me? Come on, fella. So little. A little bab. Okay, now Drapion is like the opposite. What's up? Man, you barely even look shiny anymore. What have they done to you, Drapion? If you look at Drapion's sprite back in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, it's so vibrant, it looks awesome, and now you look at it now and it's like, what is this? You could barely tell. If you asked a casual who was familiar with Gen 4 if this was shiny, they probably wouldn't even say it was. I know, Drapion, it's messed up. They washed you out, brother. Gastrodon? Let's see, is he gonna say Gastrodon?
Nidorino!
No. But it would have been funny if he did. Yeah, yeah, look what they took from us. Look with here, I'll link it in YouTube chat too. Look at this. Look what they took from us. Can you believe it? Yeah, you know who would be using Nidorino in Battle Revolution? I don't know, that's great. Wait, you don't belong there. You belong there. But yeah, if I had a nickel for every shiny sprite that has deteriorated over the years being brought into 3D, you know, I'd have a big mason jar full of coins. Do I have Dusclops on here? Dusclops is another good example. Duskull, too. If Stadium 1 guy brings up Nidorino.
Oh, it's Smeargle!
Okay. Smeargle. Yeah, Armaldo. Why can't they get reds right? Why are they afraid of red? I don't understand. Why are they so petrified of good red sprites? Alright, you ready? Potential loud warning. I know who that is. I know who that is. It's from Gen 1. Hint. Do I have Dusk? Did I ever get Dusclops? Yes, I did. Yeah, here he is. Yeah, the one and only Lord Helix. Yeah, if you look at Dusclops' old sprites, it was so much more vibrant. Shame. Dusclops is such a cool Pokemon, too. Wait, how many Armaldo do I have? 2? I should start to keep track of how many dupes I have. I have so many. I have multiple Drapion. I have multiple Armaldo. I have multiple Nidoking. I have a few Chinchinos. I think I have a few Absol. What's up, Poke Guy? You're just in time for the end of the stream. We're just reminiscing on shinies that were once more vibrant of the past. Like, I feel like they can do blue shinies well. I don't know. I don't know what they can't figure out about red shinies. It's sad. I mean, Absol. You know what? Absol, too. Absol will look 100 times better if that was a darker red color. Yeah, it's looking more salmon colored, I'd say. Yeah, Golduck's always had a bit of an unfortunate shiny. Psyduck's is great. See, look at this. Miltank looks great. They can do blue super well. Oh, hey, Xerneas, what's up? Shiny Golduck should have been gold. You know what? You're right. Yeah, Blacephalon! I can't wait to buy Blacephalon Sitting Cutie. It'll be my first bit of Blacephalon merchandise. I'm so excited. Have I ever brought Blacephalon out? Blacephalon is my favorite UB. Yes. Oh, funny Blacephalon. See those dots on the side of its head? Those are its eyes. Funny clown. I like how many UBs, like, whimsically skip. Like, if you've ever seen Xurkitree, Xurkitree does the same thing. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Yeah, you see its eyes? Jumping for joy. Blacephalon is so cool. The clown dimension. Just check Twitter. Got him. Alright, I gotta bring out Xurkitree if we're talking about funny walk cycles. I always forget how big Xurkitree is. Wow. Okay, don't run into me, Amora. I need space. I think I actually need to go faster. Yay! Joyous. Xurkitree is so joyous. His best quality, his wiggles. Excuse me, Amora. I like the glow that comes off of all of its lights, all of its twist tie lights. The best, again, if you didn't know the deep Xurkitree lore, when Xurkitree gets put to sleep, its top of its head turns off. It's just a great Pokemon. I don't know how people could hate the UBs. I've always liked the Ultra Beasts. Put to sleep as in like spore? Sleep powder? When he goes night-night, his nightlight turns off. It's time for him to rest. He had a long day. Does Stacka have a funny... I don't think Stacka walked funny, but Stacka's a funny guy. Jeez, you're very big. Too bad you can't go underneath Stacka and look inside. Yeah, Celesteela can learn so many moves. Celesteela's like the Mew of Ultra Beasts. Okay, Rob. Rob is really popping off right now. I don't know. From watching, you know, some people just hate fun, unique Pokemon. If they're not a cool dragon or like Lucario or Gengar, people won't like them. Which I could not disagree with more. No whimsy in their hearts. No love in their souls. Oh, here he comes! Too bad the eyes can't track you. That would be really cool if that could happen. Yeah! He even has like little blue and red LEDs. He's such a gamer. It was I can't remember about... It still feels weird that I picked up Kartana. Some of these shinies, it's like, wow. I forgot I even had you. Oh yeah, maybe Kartana is one of the littlest Pokemon. Small. Little paper friend. Once again, I caught a worthless object. I know. It still feels weird that I picked up Mewtwo. Zekrom, too. He is like a little fairy. Also, I caught my Kartana in a heavy ball. I just thought that was funny. Honestly, one of my favorite personal choices. Kartana in a heavy ball is just extremely funny. Yeah, when did I get Mew? This was a very good run too. Right here. Zekrom into Lele, into Relicanth, into Mewtwo, into Electabuzz, into Bulu. Back in 2022. Oh yeah, this was all July. I remember this. This was like the most cracked month of shiny hunting I ever had. Have I ever brought Mewtwo out? Oh, its model in this game is so inferior to the one in Scarlet Violet. Yeah, I agree, Mewtwo. Whatever you just said, I agree. He's so green. It is so very green. Cool. When did I get Finny? Oh, Finny came a little bit later, so those were both in July. And then I got Finny in November. And then Tapu Koko is still to this day AWOL. That is the only Tapu that I have left that I need. Calm Finny, by the way. This was such a great pickup. Oh man, I always forget Cress is in Dynamax Adventures. There's Cress. When was Buzzwole? Buzzwole was also November? I got Fairmosa before I got Buzzwole. I think Fairmosa was quite early. Man, I think July is like my luckiest shiny month. I just need to do all my shiny hunting in July, clearly. Oh, here's a June. Here's Zapdos in June. That is such a terrible shiny. If you ever do a Dynamax run for Zapdos, chat, double check it always. I originally didn't even catch that this was shiny. Double check your Zapdos. Pro tip. A little pro tip. And then I got Moltres right after that. The burnt chicken. And Articuno? Well, who knows? Some say it's still out there to this day. It's so cool to finally have Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem too. I really love Dynamax Adventures, chat. if that wasn't clear. One of my all-time favorite ways to shiny hunt. It just rules. And then Tina. I might take the orb off of Tina, to be honest. Go back to OG Tina. OG Tina in a moon ball, yes! Communication. What do you mean communication with the server was interrupted? Oh, man. Alright, chat. I think I've rambled on enough. Every now and then it's good to reminisce with my Dynamax shinies. And again, we had some good runs tonight. We had some good runs tonight. I think we only had 2 or 3 losses, so not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, we'll be back Tuesday with more Pokemon Blue. Again, if you haven't tuned in for that, it's quite comfy and Gen 1 rules, so. And then we'll probably do some more Dynamax next week. And we have the Outbreak event in Scarlet and Violet, so it's gonna be a good streaming week, chat. Yeah, check out the Discord if you're new here. You can share your own shinies in there. I also simultaneously stream on YouTube. Shout out to the YouTube viewers, the VOD watchers. And thanks for all the follows tonight, everybody, all the raids. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right. I'm out of here, chat. Thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. Thanks for raiding with me. Bye.